Hello everyone, it's Iceland here. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. This video is going to be on my 2025 hobby plans. There will probably be more videos about this as the year goes on, because that is kind of one goal I've set for myself, is to kind of expand my videos out from cross stitch. I have mentioned this numerous times. I have done some quilting videos or videos that have showcased quilting, but I haven't really made a point to do specific videos, and that's kind of what I would like to do in this channel. So I will still be doing cross stitch, so no worries about that if that's what you're here for. I am actually participating in Whip Go this year, which is put together by Jessie Marie Does Stuff, and I will put her link down below. So I chose, 25 of my works in progress that I will be continuing to work on throughout the year, and might have some others that I will touch on as well. So that's basically where cross stitch is going to be. From there, for quilting, I do want to finish my year-long 2024 project, which was a temperature quilt that I fell behind on. I believe I have the month of December left. I have 3 weeks, 3 rows, I believe I have to stitch, which I'll have to double check my tracker, but I'm pretty sure that's what I have left. I might have 4, but here nor there. This is what it looks like right now. And then I'll put the final rows on, and then once I know how big it is, I will wash it, iron it out, take it down to my quilt store, and look for a complementary backing that will really suit it, and then I'll finish it off. I hope to have that done by the end of January, but I'm gonna just kind of see how life goes. It might be something that will even be into February, but I definitely want to get it done sooner rather than later, so it is like the primary focus. That's the word I'm looking for. Then my 2025 year-long project will be another quilt, and it is going to be a randomized sampler, which I have another video coming out about. And but one thing I did not mention in that video that I want to mention in this one is, even though I'm doing my own twist on it with the Quilt Builder card decks and that, the idea of a randomized quilt I actually got from, I have it written down here, it's Rose City Originals. The gentleman that runs that channel has some really entertaining and really cool videos. Again, I will link him down below. I will also link him in that other video when it gets up, so he can be checked out. And I don't know if the randomized quilt block was his original idea, if he got it from somewhere, but I'm going to credit him because he's the first one I have ever seen doing it. So that is where I got the idea from. And then I am going to work on, I don't think I showcased this before, but last year in 2024, I started this English paper piecing project called the Insanity Quilt. And I will link the Facebook group below, but basically it is a bunch of these little flowers and a bunch of these little diamonds and a background, and it's all made from these tiny little hexagrams. The whole thing. There's like 10,000, I think, in it. So it is literally an insane project. But I am having so much fun with it. These are the ones I've done right now. I have a whole bunch more on the way. I usually take this to work with me because it's very portable. And, when I'm on my lunch breaks and that, I will sit and I will stitch up, a flower or one of the diamonds. So that's my stack so far. There's not as much here as it looks like there is, but that will be continuing throughout 2025, and I would like to do a dedicated video for that. Crochet goals. I need to catch up on some works in progress. I have some blankets I need to catch up on. I have some shawls I need to catch up on. So those will also, hopefully down the road, have some dedicated videos. And hopefully by the end of 2025, my goal is to have, because I don't have very many of them, I think there's only 10 projects I think, you know what, I have to dig in my stash, that are works in progress for crochet. So by the end of 2025, I would love to have them all caught up and all finished, so that in 2026, I can work on different crochet projects. So that's it for crochet. And for actual stitchery, I am working on one beaded kit right now. This is a beaded, it's this, whoops, which I just got off Amazon. And it's basically you're filling in here, but with beads. So it's kind of like a cross stitch in, like, you're following a pattern, but it's done with beads, and it's not the whole thing. It's, you know, very specific areas. This has been an absolute hoot to work on. I have so much enjoyed this. It's so much fun. So that will be continuing, of course, into the future. I don't know if I'll do a dedicated video on that because I only have the one project. But if I really like it and expand it, I'll probably do others. I'll probably show it when it's done, to be honest. And then for stitching, there are two embroidery techniques that I would like to learn this year and work on this year. One is black work, which I believe originated in England, and I will be doing it on this hand-dyed Aida cloth. Now, normally, traditionally, it's done in black, obviously. That's why it's called black work. But I think, given how dark this fabric is, I'm going to have to look for, like, maybe a cream or a white or a really light blue would probably look really nice on this, too. I have a couple patterns that are sampler patterns, and both patterns will fit on this piece of fabric. So I will definitely be doing videos to kind of showcase that, because that is me learning something, and I would like some of my videos going forward just kind of being like beginner does videos, you know. I mean, I have a history in stitching, obviously, but these particular techniques are going to be new to me, so I kind of like to vlog the process of learning that, and, you know, log mistakes or what I wish I had done differently, or how well things went, you know, that kind of thing. So that's planned for this piece of fabric. I don't have thread yet because I haven't fully decided what thread I'm going to use, but that will be that. And then the other one I would love to learn is sashiko, and I bought this one, even though it says, you know, stitch a new sashiko pattern every day of the year. I will not be doing a new pattern every day of the year. I am going to work my way through the book. So eventually at the end of the book, I will have, you know, the full book finished, the 365 patterns done. And the reason I got this book over other books is this one, it actually has instructions for like a quilt in the back. So you can take like all these patterns and it shows you how to put them together in a quilt. So I think that is really kind of handy, because on one hand, doing all the patterns is great, but then what do you do with all these little squares when you're done? And I guess you could turn them into various things, but of all the books I looked at, this one was the only one that I found that had an end project in mind. So it's kind of a, whether you do the quilt or not, but if you do, it's an all-in-one. It gives you all the patterns and then tells you what to do with them. So that's why I picked this one up. And I don't know, I'm really excited to learn this one. Traditionally, I believe sashiko is done on dark blue fabric with white thread. I am going to be doing it with blue thread and on natural linen. I have some natural linen laying around that I bought actually on accident because I thought it was something else. And then I got it and opened it up and was like, well, I can't really return it, but I can find a use for this. So it also helps me use up some of my stash. And I think that's pretty much it for this year. Of course, I do plan on continuing on circling back to quilting with some other quilt projects as well. I have 2 more veterans blankets to do. I have my one uncle's blanket I finished earlier this year and I got it off to him. I mentioned those in other videos. And I still have to do my dad's and my second uncle's blanket. So they will be done at some point this year. And other than that, I think that's all I for sure want to touch on or get to. There will probably be more things added throughout the year. But, oh, no, there is one more thing. As I look over at my 3D printer, which is going, I really want to focus on doing some more model painting and maybe get into some more dioramas. I have a 3D printer and I've printed a bunch of models and I have a few that I've bought, not many, but a few. And I mean, I've painted, I think 3 up, but I'd really like to work through those ones that I have either bought or printed, and get like a bunch more of them painted up. So I don't know yet what I'm going to do for that, if it's going to be like a monthly goal or if I'm just going to work on them as I need breaks from other projects. I would like to get all of the models I have printed up, or that I have bought, done by the end of 2025. Again, just trying to get through that stash, go into 2026 with a clean slate with as much as I can possibly go into. There's, you know, some of my larger cross stitch projects in that, obviously they're not going to get done in a year. There's way too many stitches. But for some other stuff, diamond painting, same thing. I have a stash of diamond painting projects that I've worked on here and there and little bits and bobs, but I haven't actually like done a focus on it. I think I might even have done a video or 2 on the diamond paintings, to be honest. So that's another thing that's kind of, I don't know if I want to do a monthly goal with that, or again, just work on it in between, you know, other projects, but definitely want to do some videos on it. And that is definitely it now. I have started off, which I actually think it's upstairs. I thought it was here because I was going to show it out. I have started keeping a little day planner journal to kind of keep track of things. I was going to show it off, but I think I took it upstairs and did not bring it back down. So I'll have to show that off in another video. I'm kind of proud of it. I'm fairly new to journaling and that. I do have a reading journal that will be showcased over on my other channel, which is coming up here shortly. But yeah, so that'll be another kind of just little side. And the journaling is kind of a side thing, just like I said, to help keep me organized. But, you know, I've decorated it up and that, so I thought it would be kind of cool to show that off. I can't think of anything else, and I've said that twice now, 3 times, but I definitely can't think of anything else now, and I'm looking around my craft room and I don't see anything standing out. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. If I think of something else, I will do another video on it. Other than that, I think I am going to take off here, and everyone have a happy new year. Bye.